Karate Combat. We are back in the future. My name is Josh Palmer, and this is Vasilii.
I see what you did there. But it's not back in the future. The movie is called Back to the Future. It's not the 1980s anymore, man.
I really didn't mean it that way.
Yeah, sure. Right.
Anyway, we have a fantastic night of fights lined up for you this evening. Of course, our main event features Fernando Paz and Vasilii Antokhii, and we're going to go ahead.
Wait. Look at this. It's a microchip.
What is that?
A microchip. A fan gave that to me. A little incision in your head, like with the drill. Put the thing in there. You got your phone, you got your wallet, you got your car keys, you got your internet, you got an in-head video projection, and you have a spam filter. Not a folder, a filter. So whatever and unnecessary stuff has been told to me, I filter out. So I believe that my wife, it's not going to make any sense anymore.
I think you and I might have a little chat. Ladies and gentlemen at home, please go ahead and take a look at the preview of tonight's main event.
Меня зовут Василий Антохий, я спортсмен из России. Мой соперник Фернандо Паз. Знаю, что сильный вроде как ударник.
Yo soy Fernando, mi especialidad es encontrar el momento. Buscar el momento exacto cuando hay que pegar.
Этот бой важен, потому что, возможно, это меня приблизит к титульному бою. Поэтому мне нужно держать победу.
Cuando entro al pit voy a destrozar a mi oponente. No le voy a dejar de estar tranquilo ni un segundo.
Пусть лучше поосторожнее бережет свою левую щеку.
Y poder terminar el combate antes de tiempo. Ojalá.
That is our main event this evening. Before we move on, we're going to head down into the pit where Vasilii and Lyoto Machida are going to give you a recap of the Karate Combat rules.
Hey there, yes, Josh already said it. I'm here with the dragon, Lyoto Machida, who started training karate when he was 4 years old. So needless to say, he knows quite a bit about this beautiful sport of karate. We're going to go over the rules, what can you or what can't you do. Now, what can't you do? Kicking the pills, stabbing the eyes, all the things that you would think bite. Yes, of course, we cannot do. That's not allowed in any other sport as well. But there are some different rules as well. Now, for instance, first of all, let's go over the strikes. I will show you which strikes are legal. Straight punches to the solar plexus, to the body. You can use uppercuts, hooks, and straights. All those punches are legal strikes. Rich hands are a legal punch. I haven't seen this yet in Karate Combat, but it's a very effective. It's almost like a clothesline, which can loop around the neck. Still legal outside the mohawk, as they speak. Now, with the kicks, it's a little different. Pretty much any kick is allowed except a knee to the body. Talking about an elbow, by the way, which is not a kick. Elbows are also not allowed. Knees are not allowed. Nowhere. Not to the body, not to the face. And kicks above the knee and the hip are also illegal. Now, for instance, what would you use as a kick? A front kick. A front kick to the body, boom, perfectly legal. Front kick to the face, perfectly legal. A low kick, but not above the knee. Those kicks to the calves, legal. Kicks to the body, completely legal. Side kicks, also completely legal. Boom, high kick, yes. And what would you do? What, with this rule set, what kind of kick would you use?
I like to use side kick over here.
Yeah, but that is illegal. You cannot do that.
But what about below the knee?
Yes, you can actually. That is actually a really good idea. I hope some fighters are paying attention because that's a badass kick. Okay, what more kicks would you do?
I like to use the ball of my feet and kick your shin.
You're gonna hurt your foot. That's my shin bone. That's good.
I can distract you and use another technique like I do this to bother you and boom.
Ah, you see what he's doing here? He's distracting me. Now, another great thing about Karate Combat is that we have this 45-degree angle wall. If I'm falling against the wall, I'm not a downed opponent. He can do everything that he just showed us on me right now. Front kick to the face is he can actually do an X kick to the body right now if he would like to do that. Now what he also can do is of course an Ashibarai. While I'm here, boop, he sweeps me and now I'm on my back. And once I'm on my back, now he cannot kick anymore. What he can do is strike me anywhere he wants. To the body, to the head, hooks, uppercuts, it doesn't matter. Everything is legal. That's about it, I would say. That's are the rules of Karate Combat. Us.
Yes, thank you, Bas and Lyoto, for the insights in the pit there. For you folks at home, let's go ahead and take a look at the full fight card for tonight's action. We do, of course, start or end with that main event. Vasilii Antokhii taking on Fernando Paz. That's at the 75 kilo division. Before that, we're going to be at 68 kilos as the man from Uzbekistan, the samurai Ikboljon Uzakov, takes on the berserker from Venezuela, Alberto Ramirez. And we're going to kick off all the action tonight with two debutants, two qualifiers, in fact, which is Mitchell Thorpe from the United Kingdom and Zsiga Zsolt from Hungary. Lots of action to look forward to tonight. Bas, anything you want to add for the fight card?
Oh, no, I'm just fired up. I mean, showing the rules kind of got me into it. I would love to do this. Right?
Yeah, fired up.
Let's go ahead and get this fight started.
I'm Mitchell Thorpe, I'm 21 and I'm from Clacton-on-Sea. I don't actually know how to pronounce his name, but all I know is that he's in my way of what I want to achieve in life, and yeah, he's just something in the way.
Az én nevem Zsiga Zsolt, 28 éves vagyok, Magyarországról jöttem, ezen belül Orosházáról. Egy angol sráccal fogok küzdeni, Thorpe, ahogy láttam, elég ügyes, elég jól mozog.
When I enter the pit, I'm going to be completely focused and know that I'm willing to go all 9 rounds, and if they want to put an extra one on there, if it is a draw, then I'm absolutely happy to do that one as well.
Amikor belépek a pitbe, azért megyek be oda, hogy a legjobbat adjam, a legjobbat nyújtsam, és győztesként jöjjek ki.
I'm prepared completely for everything that could be possibly thrown at me in that pit.
Úgy gondolom, hogy a lábam az egy kimondottan erős fegyver.
And we welcome these two debut fighters looking to make a name for themselves here at Karate Combat. Mitchell Thorpe in the white pants and Zsiga Zsolt in the black pants. And both these guys looking to make a good first impression.
Oh, yes, indeed. You know, Thorpe, very trained. He said he trained Muay Thai for this fight. And Zsolt is a Kyokushin fighter, so he fought full contact before. He also knows how to fight at close distance.
There is the tail and take for the young man from Clacton in the United Kingdom, Mitchell Thorpe, 5'8" tall, making his debut today. A whole host of junior and national titles over in the UK. And there we see tail and take for the blue corner, Zsiga Zsolt from Orosháza in Hungary. A little bit older than his opponents here today, but a debutant as well. He's currently a law student at university. Well, Mitchell Thorpe very eager to get started there. Our referee for this one is Kevin Sataki to get us underway. 3 3-minute rounds on the clock if they need them. And immediately Zsolt opening up with a low kick.
Boom! Nice. 2 in a row. If one is good, 2 is better, right?
Yeah, caught him nicely on the balance. That's a nice little question mark kick up to the body.
What he did. He did a low kick, and then he switched to a front kick again.
Yeah.
We saw Lyoto do that.
Yeah, you love that misdirection off that kick, Lyoto.
Yeah, I love that too. When you...
Oh, beautiful. Perfect spin for it as well. Put the break on. And a nice...
Both working the body very well here.
Shirogiri was nice.
Yes, because he stopped it.
Yeah.
Like he didn't keep turning. It's beautiful. And you see it on the body immediately.
Yeah. Red. Very red.
Oh, there we go again.
Oh, that was a good counter from Mitchell Thorpe. He's given up double underhooks here in the clinch though, but I don't think Zolt's going to use it.
You see, he was doing it too fast. He gave him a back kick, and then he made an Ushiro Mawashi Yodan. So the first time he tried to make him think it's another back kick, and then he went on top, but he did it too fast, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, again, twice. Thorpe has worried him against the leg, and there's a big ground and pound coming in.
I like this technique when you do a shibarai right after you do a roundhouse kick. You know what I mean? Like foot sweep.
Yep.
Following by Mawashigiri.
Yeah.
Which is good.
It's still legal. Why he's going down? Boom.
Why, yeah.
Love it.
It was interesting. Zsolt said to us, you know, he's honestly not used to striking the head because he's coming from that Kyokushinkai background where they strike obviously below the neck level. But he said he felt he had adapted well. Thorpe, however, is really working that leg.
Oop, takedown there.
Nice little bit of wrestling. He's going to score that takedown. Thorpe training predominantly out of a mixed martial arts gym over in Essex. He said he's really been drilling this rule set. And we asked him how he felt his conditioning would be over 3 3-minute rounds. He said I could go 6 5s if I had to, as he wins another takedown battle against the wall.
That is always a very smart thing to do. That's what I did. I did a lot. 7 6-minute rounds for a title fight.
So we're now toe-to-toe, switches stance, and again closes distance well off that kick. And another good off balance, yes, fighting for a bit of position on the floor.
So you see when you do a roundhouse kick, because in karate you do a roundhouse kick, you step forward sometimes, most of the time. When you step forward, sometimes you don't have like, oh, you know what I mean? When you step forward, you have to be ready for the next counter that your opponent gonna do.
Yep.
But usually they just, because you can step backward, which is better sometimes, because sometimes when you step forward, you have to be ready. That's why he hugged the guy.
Let's take a look at the replays here, guys. And this was a lot of good work from Mitchell Thorpe to the leg of Zsiga Zsolt.
Yeah, that was the opening.
Very
that
good
was the beautiful. Yep, I love that one. Boom, there we go. And that was with the lower part of the shin. I love it also. It was a double kick again, one low, one high.
And there we see the corner of Mitchell Thorpe, his coach Stuart. A lot of damage to the body, at least redness from the couple of kicks landed by the Hungarian. Of course, perhaps the better work of the kicks done mostly by the young man from Great Britain.
Yes, he was, and he was constantly attacking as well. I like the double kicks that he's doing. You know, it's we saw some good stuff from both these guys. But yeah, you're correct. The first round, I would say, I would believe, it will go to Thorpe.
I'm with you, Buzz. I'm with you.
So if you were in the corner of Zsiga Zsolt in the black pants, what would you tell him to do at the start of this round?
I would tell him to take, like, to go to approach and throw more combination, because you cannot stop in the first or second punch. You have to do a combination.
Coming out southpaw now, tries to redirect the kick. And again, they're going to tie up, and the strong wrestling in the clinch from Thorpe.
And from this position, anything is allowed. If you don't clinch, you can still kick and punch. Oh.
And this is good work in the flurry from Thorpe, really trying to make those 5 seconds count for all they're worth. You know, these two guys are both qualifiers. They're both really trying to earn a permanent spot on the roster here. Are we seeing them put that kind of effort forth right now?
I think we do. And especially from Thorpe coming. But you know, since he's attacking so much, it makes it hard for Zsolt. But Zsolt, I have a feeling he will come and start pressing forward. Knowing his Kyokushin background, once they go, they go.
Yeah, there you see a really good shot of the damage on the body of Zsolt on the left-hand side, just around that lat area.
That was smart.
Fist to the chest.
That was smart, because he threw 2 times, first an Ushiro, then an Ushiro Mawashi, and then he made it a back fist. So he's mixing it up.
So every time when he do a roundhouse kick, he step forward. You can see the
Interestingly, this is good spinning back kick from Zsolt. Minute 20 left in this one, and again, and this is good work from Thorpe up against the wall here.
Look at this, look at those shots.
He keeps firing. This is not a down position, so he can keep going if he can keep the space. And he's working hard. Look at that, 2, 3 shots. Now trying to kick, and he's not going to let him up. He's going to keep going.
Nice.
A beautiful kick from Thorpe. Now he's down. He's got 5 seconds. And that is fantastic. What a flurry from Mitchell Thorpe. Firmly in command of this second round and this fight.
Wow, that was great body work also. The body shots that he threw, because he's leaning back, he's not really flexing. You know, those punches hurt.
Tries the head kick now.
Yeah, the other way around I like as well. Right hand with the right high kick.
Deep breaths from Thorpe, though.
Yeah, because he...
dumped a lot of adrenaline in that exchange, I'm sure.
Exactly, yes. But he's young. Old Coop. Oop, look at that. Beautiful kick here by Zsolt.
20 seconds left in round number 2.
Zsolt, almost like he knows. He feels his opponent's losing a little steam. He needs to go forward.
Again, he backs him up.
Beautiful.
Tries to kick the legs out. Mitchell Thorpe making the most of this down position.
Wow, Zsolt needs to get up. That is not intelligently defending yourself.
Yeah, he's managed to
he believes it's
just slow it down now and get the round out.
Yeah.
But
that is the smartest thing what Thorpe is doing. The sweeps, we never see that.
It's brilliant, isn't it?
He falls back and then he simply sweeps him.
It's great work from Mitchell Thorpe. Let's take a look back at some of the replays. And guys, talk us through what were some incredible flurries from Mitchell Thorpe against the wall here.
Yeah, we saw that a few times. The right high kick going into a body lock.
Yeah. He always, you see, he always, right after the round kick, because he stepped forward, he go to the body lock. You see.
Look at those body shots.
Good body shot, man.
Yeah. Good. And then he's going to step back, watch, and he's going to kick the leg. Bomb. Oh, first a high kick, and then he's going. Later on he was kicking the leg as well as sweeping it. Maybe we're going to see this now because he falls again. Look here, boink. I mean, that is so smart.
It's so aggressive. He's so aggressive.
Yo ho, yo ho. It's off the work we
Just
go.
lumberjacking the midsection of Zsiga Zsolt. And there's some big deep breaths coming from Mitchell Thorpe, though. You know, he really did go for the finish there. And Lyoto, how hard is it to remain calm and know that you want to be clinical in how you finish so you don't burn yourself out?
Yeah, you have to be very, very clean to finish the fight, but sometimes it's hard, man, because they are very well prepared. You can see that, but you have to create a damage sometimes.
Well, Mitchell Thorpe has certainly done that. Goes to the leg again. Zsolt has got a whole 3 minutes here in the third round to try and really pull himself back into this one. But the momentum is very much with
beautiful back kick.
Thorpe right now.
That was nice. Yeah. Man, that catches you when you're breathing in. Ooh. That's gonna hurt. That back kick. That's very well executed as well.
This is the first ever fight of Mitchell Thorpe's that he's not had his parents in attendance to watch it.
Oh wow. That's crazy. My parents would never come. They watched my first UFC fight in my apartment with the whole family. That was the only thing they did. They came to America for it, but that's it. Not live.
Mitchell Thorpe said
beautiful stop there with the Maigiri. Hold him off like a teep. Oh, I like that.
Spinning tornado kick. You mean Zolt's game plan originally was to try and use his legs to really put the damage on Thorpe, but it hasn't quite played out like that for him.
Yeah, because I think Thorpe started kicking a lot as well. Yeah, and maybe that took the game plan away. But he started with a nice body kick immediately.
Yeah, he's Mawashigiri. He's doing good with Mawashigiri, right?
Yep.
The body kick.
And Thorpe is smiling as they break away here. I'm sure he feels that the momentum's going well, and again, that roundhouse kick up to the midsection. Final, or approaching the final minute of the fight here.
Whoa, what a timing. Here again, Sen. Intercepting. Foot sweep. We're going to use that now a lot.
Yes.
I love that.
Thorpe tries the leg drag to get past the guard, but the back to the feet here. Good timing, ducks under. He's going to catch the kick and score another takedown to the ground.
You know, that's a great situational awareness, right? Oh, he's up, they got him made. Why not taking him down?
Oh, and that's just brute power going through into the pocket there to push Zsolt against the wall.
But you see, every time he's breathing heavy, it looks like he's tired, but he's not. He's just coming. Look, he's just dashing out.
And technically, he needs to get his knee off the ground there. He can have his knee on the opponent or both soles of the feet on the ground. The referee breaks them up. Final 10 seconds here. Zsolt's trying to get something going.
Whoa.
And that is going to be the end of this one.
Yep.
Mitchell Thorpe raised his hands. He feels he's done enough to get the win here. I'm inclined to agree, as I'm sure you are too, Vasilii.
Yes, exactly.
It was a good fight.
Yep.
Good fight.
What a great way to start. Look! Look at that. That is what, 3 inches? Boom, that was a beautiful kick, but he was just moving backwards, took the steam out.
Yeah, it was a nice team.
Maigiri, the front Maigiri.
Yeah, I love that because he was switching, he wanted to make a switch kick. It was too much telegraphing and he put the front kick in there.
Well, we're going to get a quick decision here. Let's head down into the pit and see who's going to get their hand raised.
Yep. That's what we thought. But, you know, I believe his opponent, he'll learn from this. He showed a fighting spirit. He's got great timing with his kick, so I'm hoping we'll hear more from him.
Yeah, he was very much in the fight for the majority, but, you know, just not able to deal with some of the flurries of Mitchell Thorpe. He's going to head pit side and get a few words with our broadcast colleague, Andrea Campo.
Congratulations, quite the debut here on Karate Combat. You know, quite the conditioning that needed to help you through the second and third round. When did you understand that this was yours?
I understood it before I even walked out here. I knew I was going to take him out. Just worried I didn't get the finish, to be honest. Didn't hurt him a bit more. But it's what it is, I'll come back for the next one.
Can you talk to us about the combinations, and obviously in the third round it was quite aggressive. Was there a moment that clicked that you just knew you were going to take it home?
I knew from my coach sitting in the corner that his body was open the whole time. We've been drilling that all the time, so I mean, it's just textbook from there.
And tell us, what was the last thing that your coach told you before you went into the pit?
Can I repeat what you said? No, just get the job done, you know what I mean? It's my opportunity to take it.
Congratulations, Mitchell.
Lovely, thank you very much. Cheers, everyone.
Mitchell Thorpe gets a good hug from his coach there. He's going to head back to the UK with this win. Let's see what Robin Black thought of this bout.
Nicely done, guys. Hey, man, that kid is a karateka to keep an eye on. Yes, he fought beautifully, but he learned in real time. When he kicked, he realized he could get to the body lock. When he got to the body lock, he realized he could take him down. When he took him down, he realized he could go to the body. He was continually learning within the moments of that contest, and he got better as the fight went on. That was a killer performance, kid.
Yes, thank you, Robin. A great performance there from Mitchell Thorpe. Let's take a look back at all of the action from the opening bout of this evening. Guys, talk us through these. I found it very interesting. Was Zsolt able to shake that Kyokushinkai background? It didn't seem like he threw many shots to the head at all.
What could have been the trouble is here is what Leota was talking about in the beginning. You know, he said Kyokushin is fighting at close distance, and if you have an opponent who fights far away, that could throw you off, and maybe something like that happened. Although his spinning back kick to the body was a really good back kick. Look at this.
Yeah, these were some fantastic flurries. He really made the most of the time against the wall, and as you said, Bas, here,
those
flurries to the body and then kicking the legs out, something we haven't seen that much.
Whoa, man.
So he left everything out there. He gave his best. You can see that.
That's it. Winning or losing, it doesn't matter anymore at that moment. You can have no regrets, even if you would lose. You see, his back kicks are really good because normally people keep spinning with a back kick like that. Beautiful victory.
An excellent win for Mitchell Thorpe here in his debut. Join us again very shortly on Karate Combat for more action from the pit.
Soy Alberto Ramirez, peleador de Karate Combat, el Berserker. Me gusta verme como un Berserker. Los Berserkers son los guerreros vikingos, la élite de los vikingos. Los que iban a la guerra, sin miedo, en furia, tratando de sobrevivir y ganar. Soy de aquel guerrero que cuando entra en el pit me transformo. Soy un luchador, toda mi vida he luchado, desde pequeño y hasta ahora. Nací en Venezuela, en el estado Bolívar, y me crié en Caracas, en un barrio que se llama La Vega. Comencé a los 10 años, ya llevo 18 años de haber comenzado mi carrera en karate. Después de que llegué a ser campeón nacional, mi país tuvo una gran crisis económica que me obligó a mí a abandonar todo, tanto estudio como carrera de karate. Solo tenía $500 en mi bolsillo cuando llegué a Panamá. No sabía dónde ir ni qué hacer. Me choqué con la realidad porque no era tan fácil ser atleta acá. Me di cuenta que estaba solo. pero tenía un sueño y sigo teniendo un sueño, que es mantener a mi familia unida. Y una de las cosas que tenía en mente en mi sueño era que pudiéramos tener una escuela juntos. Y sentí que lo había perdido todo, realmente, cuando llegué acá. Pero se mantuvo conmigo siempre el karate. El karate siempre me mantuvo fuerte, me mantuvo preciso, con un objetivo. Mi mayor fortaleza siento que es mi fuerza mental. Creo que todo lo que he pasado en mi vida me ha construido una mente fuerte. Y pienso que cada vez que entro al tatami, al pit o donde sea que pelee, ahí es donde demuestro mi fortaleza y mi fuerza mental.
Welcome back to Karate Combat. 2 more fantastic fights coming your way. However, before we get on with those, Andrea Campo tells me that she is pit-side with none other than Barstool Sports founder, Dave Portnoy.
Hey guys, I'm hanging out with Dave Portnoy. We're having such a good time, and guess what?
Andrea, that's not Dave Portnoy. Who the heck is that guy? Get him out of here. What the heck? Look, they're dragging him out like they were dragging the real Dave out of the Super Bowl. Oh man, this is funny. You know, I got excited for a moment. I mean, the $100 million man, the pizza man? Are you kidding me? I mean, that guy wasn't good. That outfit he was wearing, that was from last year or so.
You seem to know a lot about this guy.
Yeah, he's very funny.
So Dave needs to come to Orlando. We have some good pizzas over there.
Yeah, really, like shaped in the ears of Mickey Mouse or something, right?
Really, random imposters? I have no idea what is going on tonight.
You know, me neither, but I'm ready to see the next fight.
Great, well we will move swiftly on to that. Coming up next, it is your second fight of the night, Ikboljon Uzakov versus Alberto Ramirez. So next up, we are moving into the 68-kilo division. Ikboljon Uzakov is taking on Alberto Ramirez. Bas Uzakov, a qualifier or a debutant who's coming here tonight. Lots to prove for him.
Yes, he said his dream in will be a Nushiro Mawashi Yoda Gary spinning back kick to the head. Hey, listen, everybody wants that, right? His game plan is keep on attacking. Don't give his opponent a chance to kick, because apparently his kicks are really good, and he's also going to mix in some takedowns.
And his opponent tonight is Alberto Ramirez. We've seen him once before here on Karate Combat, and he was perhaps, I think it's fair to say, a little unlucky in his debut to not get the win, but he showed us some great takedowns.
He did, and he also worked very hard on his hands, because he wants to prove to the people that he can also knock somebody out. He's right-handed, but he fights southpaw, something that you don't see a lot. Expect a right hook from him, because apparently he worked very hard on that.
And Lyoto, any thoughts from you on what we can expect moving forward tonight and how you're enjoying the experience so far?
So, since both are from Shotokan, we expect a very good exchange, but in terms of time and distance, unless he train in the short distance, what I want to see more. No, I want to see more. They take more risk and see the exchanging punches and kick. That's gonna be more exciting.
I think that's exactly what we're going to see. 2 men who are going to leave it all out there. Ikboljon Uzakov and Alberto Ramirez is up next.
Men Uzakov Ikboljon, 26 yoshdaman, O'zbekistondanman. Men bundan oldin karate VKF'da tushganman. Men uchun juda muhim bu jang. Bu karate kombatdagi debyut jangim.
Mi nombre es Alberto Ramirez, vengo de Venezuela. Bien, es el principio de mi carrera. La primera pelea fue de decisión dividida y pienso que desde ese momento entendí que de aquí en adelante la decisión la tengo en mis manos. La primera vez que entré al pit me sentí un poco nervioso, pero ahora me siento mucho más preparado.
G'alaba men uchun O'zbekiston vatanimiz bayrog'i baland ko'tarilishi. Ota-onam orqamda turgan xalq tayinlatadi.
Pienso yo que mis técnicas favoritas para acabar los knockouts sería o la yokogeri o los takedowns.
Meni muhim sportdagi muhim jihatlarimdan biri tezligim. O'zim raqiblarimga qaraganda tezroqman deb hisoblayman.
Vaya a buscar el knockout tanto en el primero o en el segundo round.
Xudo xolasa jangda g'alaba qozonamiz.
Alberto Ramirez bursts through the portal. He is accompanied by Ikboljon Uzakov. And they are going to get this fight started. White pants for Uzakov, black pants for Ramirez. The Berserker versus the Samurai. Debutant Ikboljon Uzakov. Samurai is his nickname. Started training at just age 10. That was 17 years ago. He's a Asian Club Championship gold medalist. And he said his style is fast attacking and fast moving. It's a fast turnaround for Alberto Ramirez, the Berserker from Venezuela. We didn't see him really all that long ago. Saw him in 80s Hollywood, actually, fighting Samuel Eriksson. He really enjoyed that fight despite not getting the win. And I have to say, this man is one of the most respectful martial artists I've met so far. So a reciprocated bow to get this one underway. Our referee Sam Amidi brings a start to the contest. Remember to follow Karate Combat on all social media at Karate Combat and join us on the web at karate.com. Black pants for Ramirez, white pants for Uzakov. It's a nice round kick from the Uzbekistani.
Boom.
And he crowds Ramirez here, who scores a body lock. We saw his takedowns before, but he tries to look for that Asotogari and gets shaken off quickly.
Using the wall.
Yeah, looking to back Ramirez up here. Ramirez has got to use that lateral movement to get out. Oh, and it's a nice feint from Uzakov. He got Ramirez guessing several times. It's a close sweep and a strike on the break, but neither really hitting the mark there.
Oof. Can hurt your foot like that.
Nice snapping return kick from Uzakov. He had said coming into this one he didn't want to give Ramirez a chance to get his kicks off. He was going to look to strike first. Ramirez has to be careful here. He's got to find some form of lateral movement. He's getting pinned in the corner here. Lyoto, are you seeing anything in the stance of either of these two fighters?
So Uzakov, he put in pressure. I like the way that he's fighting, but maybe I'm waiting for more action from him. But he's doing good because he put pressure. He make. You see?
That's beautiful. Sets up a kick with a punch. I like it.
Good calf kick from Ramirez. Uzakov's done a good job. Oh, look at that axe kick. Just missing the mark. Ramirez here keeping the movement going. A bit more static from Uzakov. He's got the center of the pit though, and Ramirez again finding himself pressed to the corner. 20 seconds left in round number one. And again, it's a very cagey few moments here. Ramirez tries to tie up and strike on the break. We've heard the final 10-second warning just a moment ago. So we're going to close out round number one here. And both men having their moments. A solid first round in the books. And a very nonchalant walk back to his corner for Uzakov.
Yeah, I got time.
Let's take a look at some of the replays here from that first round.
Boom. Yeah, that was a little dangerous. Now he gives a right kick to the body after that. Oh, this was the high kick. But after that inside low kick, he gave a kick to the body, which was smart. This was beautiful as well. And I like the way he set it up with a punch. You don't see that a lot. Most of the time it's a single kick, and then you can do the...
Now, it was interesting, Leo. So when we spoke to Ramirez before, he fights southpaw, but he's not a southpaw. He said he feels he sees better when he fights in a southpaw stance. It's a little odd, isn't it?
It's very awkward, very awkward, because if you're not southpaw, you have to. He may train like that a lot to feel comfortable. Maybe his right hand, maybe like his Kizamizuki, his jab, maybe his strength technique. It's powerful technique, I mean.
Yeah, so he leads with the strong side of his body, and he says he just feels he has better vision when he fights that way round. And that's a beautiful kick from Uzakov. Ramirez ducking in, but he gets stuck right back in with a right hook on the break.
And that was the hook that he was working on, he said, remember?
Yeah, that lead hook off the right hand. And again, a feeling out process here, just looking at who's going to get their timing right first, break that tempo.
I like the way Uzakov is fighting, because he's more Ramirez is bouncing a lot, and Uzakov, he just like a song, he's seeing the he's fighting for the right moment. You see,
nice.
Every time he's out of the ground is the time that he kicks or doing something.
Nice.
When you have a rhythm, he can read the rhythm. You see Ramirez, he's like to bounce 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yep, it's a pattern.
It's a pattern, yes.
That pattern's never good.
Never good, because you can read easily.
Yeah, and of course you can see the weight transfer from the feet.
Yes.
The time you want to kick, take the leg out.
Yeah, at the moment he jumps up, kick.
Yeah.
Ramirez having to pedal out quickly. It seems like the idea of lateral movement isn't coming naturally to Ramirez. He kind of has to think about it to circle out.
Yeah, that's weird. You're right. He did use the wall though to circle out, but yeah, once just a flat floor, he's not doing it.
So Uzakov again coming forward, and he's got Ramirez really feinting now. Or reacting to those feints, should I say. We're into the last minute of round number 2.
Hey, you want to move to the right. Stay away from the power kick that he had. Oh, that was a strong point and a beautiful throw.
And that was a very nice Uchimata.
Man, he looks deceiving, huh?
Yeah,
He's got a lot of power.
Is used to being the aggressor in the takedown exchanges, but Uzakov got the better of him there.
When it comes to bounce, sometimes I like to say less is more. You see, Uzakov, he moves less, he does less attack, but he's more effective, in my point of view.
It's just less cues to read.
Yeah, but feet on the ground at all times, because you never know when a punch or a strike happens.
And Ramirez's nickname is the Berserker. It feels like he's getting irritated here and starting to really get stuck in. Uzakov having a quick chat with his corner on the break as we end round number 2. And a good round for the Russian, you feel?
Yes, that's another round that went in the bag for the Russian.
Let's take a look at some of the replays here, and that's a lovely leg kick.
Man, even the block, that was a hard kick. Oof, that was beautifully timed.
The time that I told you, he bounced
very well.
That was good work from Ramirez, landing that.
Look at
and
this.
Here's that little Uchimata. Well, it's actually
okay.
a Harai turned into an Uchi. Looked to step all the way across and then adjusted the leg to go through the middle and got some good ground and pound in at the end here. Yeah, good all-round skill set from the man from Uzbekistan.
Yeah, he's doing great. I love it. Ramirez should start attacking a little bit more. I think
we saw just at the end there, he really started to turn it up a little bit and get a little bit wild perhaps, but a lot more aggressive.
Yep, it will be more effective. If you have a great striker pushing him backwards, it's a good thing to do. And Uzakov is a good striker. Very solid.
Oh yeah.
Third and final round here. Uzakov takes the center of the pit, and again, as Lyoto and Bass have pointed out so far, that bouncing style for Ramirez, a much more stoic, fluid posture for, that's a big pickup and slag.
That was nice.
Oh, and look at this, Ramirez forced to cover.
He's got some power on his punches, you can tell it.
Oh, he has.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, now he's starting to show that power in the clinch game as well.
I like the way that Uzakov is fighting because he's so conscious. You know, he can measure the distance, he can see the time and the rhythm of the fight.
And Ramirez again trying to go to that low leg. I think struggling to find his own offense a little bit now. He's been put on the back foot repeatedly so far.
That was a hard kick to the body.
Yeah, up to the open side. Caught some of it on the arms.
The Mawashi shootout, as they call it. Whoa, that was a strong punch to the head. Ramirez should come with straight punches and follow it up. Beautiful high kick again there by Uzakov.
You know, it's interesting. Uzakov, when he asked him his hobbies, he said soccer and wrestling. He doesn't train wrestling for martial arts. He just trains it as a hobby.
Yeah.
But it's coming into some use now.
Yeah. It's so funny. When you ask people, what's your hobby? The guy goes, karate. What do you do outside karate? He says, karate. Yeah, okay. He lives and breathes karate.
Ramirez again, and that was a nice little check from Uzakov. Oh, Ramirez is smiling at him now, but
it's late. He needs to go.
That's it. We've only got 55 seconds left in this one, and it's a kind of good half sprawl with the underhooks from Uzakov. Defended well there. Oh, and he pulls that kick back. Again, you see, look, he's got Ramirez completely fainting now. Last 30 seconds. Ramirez switching stance, moving around on the outside, eats that body shot again, looks for the inside trip. And
Uzakov a little bit.
Yeah. Well, we're going to close this fight out here and go to the judges' scorecards once more. A good performance. I think from Uzakov has probably got the better of this one. Lots for the judges to consider, but volume of offense, it's hard to argue against the man from Uzbekistan. Let's have a look at some of these replays, and that was a beautiful pickup and slam.
Beautiful. I mean, and he's hanging above the ground. Did you see that for a moment? He was hugging his leg. Bang, beautiful leg kick there. And Ramirez, beautiful head kick. Very powerful, complete hip in everything.
Uzakov coming back down into the pit to get the judge's decision.
That's what I always say about physique. Look, if you see these next two guys next to each other, what do you think the people at home would say who's going to win? Right? That's what you... but then they completely flip it around.
Well, let's see if it is completely flipped around. We're going to head down to the pit and get our official decision.
He was much more damage. Everything he threw was almost a hit. Very high accuracy.
Yeah, just much greater volume of offense in the end. Uzakov is going to win his debut here. Alberto Ramirez drops to 0-2.
Good body leg takedown there from his coach.
And Ikboljon Uzakov is pit side with Andrea Campo to get his thoughts on the bout.
What an entertaining fight. Tell us about your mental stamina and how important that was for him to actually take the win.
Bu g'alabamni debut jangim. Bu jangda albatta g'alaba qozonishim kerak edi, shart edi. Bu mening uchun karyeramdagi keyingi bo'ladigan janglarimga juda katta ta'sir ko'rsatadi. Men juda xursandman karate kombatga kirib kelganimdan. Bu yerda birinchi jangimni g'alaba bilan boshlaganimdan xursandman.
Congratulations.
Uzakov is victorious in his debut. Robin, what did you see from that young man?
Such a cool fight. They were so different. Ramirez kind of with that high athletic platform, that modern athlete. And this kid right here, he had that martial arts flow. He was connected to the essence. He came up in semi-contact karate and he changed nothing. He just brought what he's always done and he did what he's always done and he did it in a full contact environment. He decoded the athletes and he expressed the artistry of karate. That was wonderful.
Yeah, as you rightly point out there, Robin, one of the first forays into full contact composition for Ikboljon Uzakov. He's victorious there. We have got one more fight coming your way. We're going to first take a look back at the montage from that bout. Any final thoughts on this one, Vasilii Otto?
Boom. Beautiful inside kick. There's that high kick. Very powerful on the defense, but it still moved him. Back to the body, beautifully timed. Nice kick there, leg kick from Ramirez. Beautiful sweep here. Sweep the leg, Johnny. And he goes down.
Ground pound.
Ground and pound, you know, but...
Very powerful, very powerful.
He's got a lot of power in his hands. Look at this. Opened up his hip completely, and there we have the winner.
Very excited to see that young man compete here again on Karate Combat. We've got the main event coming up next. Don't you go anywhere.
Меня зовут Василий Антохий. Я каратист. Также мое второе кредо – это музыка. И я живу в такт со своим внутренним барабанщиком. Ничего из того, что я делаю, не является обычным. И именно это мне нравится. Мой отец занимался профессиональной борьбой. Мой брат был профессиональным борцом. Это официальный вид спорта России. А я выбрал ранее незаконный вид единоборства – карате. Дело не в том, что я пытался быть против норм, а у меня было состояние здоровья, которое вынудило меня заниматься другим видом спорта. И карате мне понравилось. В детстве я любил смотреть фильмы с Джеки Чаном. Тогда мы не знали разницы между кунг-фу и карате, но этих летающих ударов было достаточно, чтобы этот спорт меня зацепил. Многие люди думают, что знают, как я попал в Karate Combat. Но они не знали, что я чувствовал в тот момент на турнире Премьер-лига. Я не злой человек, я не горжусь тем, что произошло. Считаю, что я и мой оппонент были неправы, дав волю своим эмоциям. Но именно эта ситуация стала окончательным толчком попадания меня в Karate Combat. Karate Combat – это не шутка. Мне нравится, что есть полноконтактные бои, где, к счастью, поощряется агрессия. Но мне пришлось действительно изменить свой образ жизни, чтобы адаптироваться. Я утроил свои тренировки и жил в лагерном режиме. Мое питание должно было быть сбалансированным, так как я перешел в другую весовую категорию. Моя тяжелая работа окупилась, дебютный бой удался. Затем, то утро я пойду в церковь и помолюсь о нас обоих за наше здоровье и безопасность. Затем, прямо перед тем, как пройти через этот портал, я дам себе пощечину и заставлю своего противника пожелать, чтобы он был где угодно, но только не в этой боевой клетке. Это не мой сезон, чтобы биться за чемпионство, но это мой сезон, чтобы добраться до пояса. И всех, кто станет на моем пути, ждет жесточайшая борьба. Никогда не отступай, будь упрям, не сдавайся. А остальное, как говорится, решать Богу.
Crecí en España, en un pueblo llamado Almagro de 8.000 habitantes y vivo en una familia pequeña y feliz con un hermano. El ejercicio físico lo era todo para mis padres. Ellos entrenaban en un gimnasio y me apuntaron a hacer karate con solo 5 años y querían tenerme entretenido para que ellos pudieran centrarse en sus entrenamientos. Pero ellos no sabían lo que en verdad estaban haciendo. A los 14 años quedé por primera vez campeón de España y a los 16 tuve la oportunidad de ir a mi primer mundial. Mi primer sensei, Ángel Luis, formó parte de mi adolescencia y me ayudó a controlar esa etapa. Fue entonces cuando me di cuenta de que podía conseguir todo lo que me propusiera. Tuve la oportunidad de poder competir a nivel europeo, nivel mundial y en los Juegos del Mediterráneo. Vi el mundo y experimenté la vida de una forma que me cambió para mejorar de muchas maneras. Eso transformó mi mente, cuerpo y alma. Es gracioso pensar que si no hubiera sido karateka, hubiera hecho cualquier otro deporte en el que hubiera tenido que competir, porque no me imagino mi vida sin esta forma de vida. Algo que me apasiona en el alma es poder salir a correr y montar en bicicleta, sobre todo por la tarde y por la noche. Cuando comencé en Karate Combat, una nueva puerta se abrió y se convirtió en un nuevo mundo con nuevas reglas. La idea del pit era diferente a cualquier otra cosa que haya visto en mi vida. Como luchador, soy inteligente, fuerte y valiente, así estoy más preparado para esto. Si pudiera elegir a mi oponente, iría tras ese cinturón dorado que lo tiene Uzakov, respetuosamente, claro. Por ahora me concentro en lo que puedo controlar. También hago kickboxing, eso me ayuda mucho cuando estoy en el pit. Recientemente me recupero de una lesión de brazo. Me dolía mientras entrenaba y no me gustaba estar lesionado. Estoy de vuelta al 100% para luchar y listo para competir de nuevo. De hecho, me siento más fuerte que nunca. Sé quién es mi oponente y tengo confianza en que puedo acabar con él. No necesito una técnica especial, solo necesito entrar al pit y hacer lo que mejor hago. Volviendo a esa lección que aprendí cuando tenía 14 años, cuando me propongo algo y decido trabajar para lograrlo, sé que todo es posible.
Hello everybody and welcome back to Karate Combat. It is time for the main event. Vasilii Antokhii taking on Fernando Paz. Vasilii Antokhii, another guy who's having a quick turnaround. Last time we saw him, he got that 17-second knockout of Raider Masaudi, and he's on a bit of a roll right now.
Yeah, that's right. I asked him, I said, what did you learn from you last night? He goes, not a lot. He said, but he worked hard on footwork and he really focused on boxing this time.
Fernando Paz, his opponent tonight, someone we haven't actually seen for quite some time. He was scheduled to fight, and then 3 weeks before that bout, he broke his collarbone, so the injuries kept him out for a little while. What can we expect to see from him?
Well, he said that he wants his opponent to start the action, and once his opponent starts, he will go in full blast, go forward. He says they both never lost a fight, but he said, unfortunately, it's my opponent's time to lose.
Well, you said it right there, Baz. Neither of these guys, Lyoto, have ever lost a fight. It's 3-0 and 2-0. Both these guys undefeated record. That's a particular type of pressure, isn't it?
Oh yeah, everybody's undefeated until you face the loss.
Yeah.
But to be undefeated is so good, but you cannot have that pressure over your shoulder. Otherwise, you're not gonna leave everything that you should leave, right? No, you know what I mean?
For sure, yeah. I know it's cliched, but I'm going to say it. Someone's O has got to go.
Oh, I love that one.
Let's head down pit side. Mr. Robin Black, what can you tell us about these two fighters?
Mr. Palmer, Sensei Boss, Sensei Lyoto, you at home, you're in for a good one. These two, Paz and Antokhii, when they come together, it is going to be exciting. They are both finishers, and it would be my delight to share their last finishes with you. This one here, Paz drops his man, not once, not twice, but thrice. Here is the first time. His man would get up, and you know that he's going to attack, so Paz wanders right into the chaos and drops him a second time with the right hook. Then almost finishes him, backs out, and he knows he's got a caged animal in front of him, and he welcomes the danger, steps into the pocket, and there, think with the left hook. I'm going to look at that with you 1 or 2 more times quickly. The way he lines up that left hook, you know you have a caged animal. You know you have an injured man. You know you have somebody hurt. He's going to come at you with the right hand. He slips out with a right hand of his own. And now he's in a better position as they trade left hooks to land big, the left knuckles into the ear. When you can see into another man's ear, it is a perfect time to pop him. You see right here, his man is attacking, looking for the finish. He slips to the outside, fires his right hand, and then turns to the left knuckles and drops him. But then look at this one. Palmer said 17 seconds, and it was. Right there was a left hook of his own. This one, the way it came together was sublime. He will block this kick and then throw the front hand punch. Now the punch doesn't land. His man slips, but instead he frames out with the forearm. As he does, he will rotate all the way around, controlling his man. Now the left hand is on the back of the head as he pumps the right hand up. And whether this one lands or not, the pressure on the back of the head, his man resists, comes up, and he's right there. Weapon, meet target. Left knuckles picked right on the chin. That one, and that kick didn't land, and maybe that's a good thing. One more look at this one again. Frames him out as he controls and circles around. Then the left hand moves to the back of the head. The right hand comes upwards on the upward trajectory twice. And then right here, this is all she wrote. Bink. Two fantastic finishers, and we got us a lovely fight.
Yes, we do indeed. It is a lovely fight coming right your way. This is your main event for tonight. Vasilii Antokhii and Fernando Paz.
Этот бой важен, потому что, возможно, это меня приблизит к титульному бою, поэтому мне нужно держать победу.
Yo creo que la pelea voy a dominar yo el centro del pit y voy a ser yo el que lleve el mando del combate.
Мой любимый удар – это хук с правой. Он более эффективный и, более наносящий урон сопернику.
Lo que me hace peligroso para mi oponente es la rapidez y la precisión que tengo a la hora de golpear.
And this is an exciting main event as the portal opens, and we welcome these two fighters to 2060. Vasilii Antokhii in the white pants, Fernando Paz in the black pants, and you've seen so far that both these guys, if they land, it could be very ugly for their opponent.
Oof, there's a good one. What is going to happen?
Tail of the tape for Vasilii Antokhii, the Lionheart from Moldova, that 3-0 undefeated record. He said to us earlier, nothing really changed for me. I'm just going to train as usual. It's worked so far.
It ain't broken, they'll fix it.
Fernando Paz returning after his layoff to Karate Combat, originally from Spain. He's 2-0, and as you saw with Robin's analysis there, this guy's got some real dynamite in his hands.
So let's see if Paz can make true to his prediction, saying that it's his opponent's time to lose.
Yeah, Paz told us he felt he really had to watch out for circular attacks from Antokhii.
Oof, that was a powerful kick.
Yeah, both
return, but with the toe.
Both opening up with the leg kicks. Really leaving that lead hand a long way out.
You see, my stance, if I would fight in this league, it would be an open stance with my toes pointing 45 degrees to the left, my front leg, because then you can counter everything. They can't give you a calf kick, they're going to kick the shin, and you can counter.
And that's big work from Antokhii.
Beautiful.
Coming forward.
Yep, landing the right.
Lyoto, talk to us about that lead hand and how they're measuring distance with the lead hand.
Oh yeah, definitely. He used the lead hand to measure the distance, and sometimes to break the rhythm of the fight. No, because he shake the hand.
Uses that to disguise that spinning back kick, wide of the mark though.
Yeah.
Paz with a slightly higher, more Western boxing guard there. Still with the wide-bladed stance we know from his karate background. That's a big right hand from Antokhii. He's landing some ground and pound from the standard position.
That was nice.
Yeah, Paz popped right back up.
Clean punch.
Yep.
Say no say again.
Hey! I love it.
And I think Antokhii's taken perhaps a little bit of confidence from that.
Yeah, but he should follow up then. Or maybe he thinks you got to watch out. Wounded animal. There you go, Puff. That's a great kick. You don't hear it. That means it was with the shin bone. not just a little slap. Oh, yeah. You see when he turned through. Oh,
and Antokhii. Oh, and he hits a right hand, and they're both back up.
both of them. They're both days now, it looks like to me, especially Paz.
Wow, I'd love to see who landed stronger in that exchange.
Yeah,
Antokhii coming forward, big wide punches, and it's a right hook from Paz. He drops the Russian to the floor.
With headlock.
Wow, this is called coming forward and accepting you're going to get punched.
Yeah. I think they're both, their vision is a little blurry right now.
Yeah.
You know? And now who's the best actor? Right?
Absolutely. They're both maintaining some composure here. Though.
Yeah. Oh,
That's
beautiful
a nice
kick.
That dull thud.
Boom, boom, boom. Yep.
Big overhand shots. Force Paz back against the wall, but he turns it around here. Yeah, looking for an outside trip. A little bit lackluster, though.
A little hip direction. Okay. Wow. Both with days.
Yeah, good. It seems like fight against Fedor Emelianenko and Matt Mitrione. Remember that fight?
Oh, shoot.
They both
connected
at the same time.
Let's take a look at some of the work from each fighters. That was a blitz from Antokhii. Oof.
Whoa, man.
So we consider that a Gonosen because...
Yeah. Whoa.
Oh.
Both of them, you see, he landed that right kind of hooky punch that it was. Bonk. There we go.
Yeah, they're landing these wide hooping shots. Nobody's really gone straight down the middle.
No.
So deep breaths in the corner of Fernando Paz.
Yeah, that was almost like a rich hand in the neck. Except the hand wasn't open.
Antokhii back to his feet quickly as they come down into the pit. Our referee, Mark Goddard, going to get this one underway. Remember to get involved on social media at Karate Combat. Join us on the web at www.karate.com.
Yeah, Namiyashi.
That was it. You know, the kick that he threw and the way he defended it. I love it. Beautiful kick. Those kicks, every time when you don't hear them, that is the most effective. It means they connect with the shin bone.
Yeah, and it's counterintuitive for our new viewers joining us at home. You know, if you hear it audibly, it might be more of a slap. It's when the damage really transfers through, it's a thud.
That's it, exactly.
So again, Paz in the middle of the pit here, keeping that high guard.
Yep.
They're trading low kicks.
Yeah, it's like both kicking. I want to say no punches, but he threw a big string. But he wasn't looking for the target.
Yeah.
It's just ducking forward and swinging. That is better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that, when these are allowed, it's a very dangerous thing to do.
Both these guys, national team members for their respective countries. And both clearly a little bit wary of the power each possesses. That's a lot of momentum carried in that spinning attack.
Everything they throw is to hurt the opponent. There's no jabs, no feints. Everything is full blast. Actually, now I'm thinking about it. Since no knees to the face are allowed, you can actually make that a technique, leaning forward and connecting.
Oh yeah,
right?
Because you're not worried about the knee.
Yeah, and you cover more distance.
Yes.
Yeah, you just got to watch the uppercut and maybe a little front kick.
That's it,
But,
but an uppercut, you know, if you go fast, they can never have a load up.
Now it's Antokhii pushing forward. Got about a minute left here in this second round.
That connects.
Landed.
Again. Big swings.
Oh, and again the left. He keeps flurrying on the inside. As they tie up here, we're going to see a break. Oh, and there's some damage on the face of Vasilii Antokhii. Not sure which punch caused that. But he's wearing a little to the right-hand side of his nose. These guys really throwing everything they've got into each exchange.
Except the kitchen sink, right? I love that expression.
We're not quite there yet.
It's don't fry in Akiyama.
Don't fry it.
Yeah, that one included the kitchen sink.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a nice spinning kick that Antokhii ducks into, closing seconds of round number 2. And Paz with a big right, the left hook as well.
Beautiful.
Antokhii just ate that though.
That was nice.
It's a strong finish to the round for the Spaniard.
Yeah, did him. Oh, this is a hard fight to judge.
It is.
It's back and forth.
Yeah, both these guys are really having their moments. We're going to take a look back at some of the replays from that second round. Let's have a look at some of those exchanges.
Whoa, that back left hook landed. Yeah, it ducked into the face.
He ducked, yeah.
Yeah.
You got to say the chin of Antokhii getting a good workout here. A couple of those shots.
It's very hard to judge this fight.
Very hard. Very hard. We saw one time when we were in the World Trade Center, we saw a knockout like that. He was spinning back kick and he ducked into it. And
oh, really?
Yeah, he got it. That was over. We're on the 123rd floor. We saw planes going below us. It was crazy. And then we had the show.
That, of course, was our Karate Combat One World event. Fernando Paz fought on that show, winning a split decision over Gabriel Teixeira.
Yep. One of the highlights that Robin was showing was also from there.
And it's Paz with the center of the pit here. Now we've got 3 minutes left. Do you think we're going to see both these guys really try and take it home here? It's pretty even.
If I would have been in the corner, I would have said, listen, it's a toss-up. You're going to have to win this last round to make it convincing. You know, because right now, any of you can win the fight.
It's very close to fight. Very close to fight. You got to leave everything, otherwise you're going to leave in the judge's hands.
That's it. And again, you know, you come home, if you didn't empty yourself and you lose, you're not going to like that. Look at that, beautiful.
Antokhii unloading there, now looking for, and he tries the Uchimata, he actually does complete it. But he can't strike from that position. And Paz says, what are you doing? Well, putting a bit more pressure on you, I think, is the answer. That was a good flurry from the Moldovan.
Boom, there's that kick again. Beautiful, very well timed.
Yeah, well intercepted.
Yep.
Made Antokhii very weightless for a second.
Yeah, and Antokhii's smart holding the arm so he can't push himself away from him and start striking.
Minute and a half left in this one. Again, both men looking to work the lower body. We come up top now for some wide punches.
I like to see some body shots, you know, straight to the body, come up with the left into the head, something like that.
I don't think we've seen a straight shot in the entire fight.
Zero.
Just had it. They're looking for
swings.
Everything's for knockouts.
In karate, they use they not get used to block the punch, you know?
Yeah.
He wants to defend the punch, no block the punch.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Now that's a very interesting distinction.
Yeah.
Big flurry again from Antokhii, going to work here. And a very laboured last few moments perhaps for Paz. Gives up the body lock now.
So with the takedowns, is he going to win it? Because he did the more takedowns, right? Antokhii.
He's scoring more points with the takedowns.
And since the rest, everything is a little bit back and forth.
Yeah, but of course, you know, we think back to that second round. His chin got rocked several times by Paz, and of course, the aggressive forward striking is, is one of the highest criteria here.
But Paz was also standing wobbling on his feet.
Last 10 seconds of the bout here. They're slinging everything they've got at each other. It's a big flurry, a big throw from Vasilii Antokhii to put an exclamation point on the end of this bout. What a great performance from both of these men. Well, neither is really showing signs that they think they've won here.
I think Paz could have gone easy 2 more rounds. He doesn't look tired almost, right?
Yeah.
He's in really great shape.
Antokhii, on the other hand, immediately back to his stool. Let's take a look at some of the final replays here.
Whoa. Yeah, well, the hip throw didn't work, so he took another one. Beautiful. Boom. That was
I just find it particularly interesting that at the end of that fight, neither fighter put their hand up and said, "This is mine, I've got it."
They know both. It's what also is in this fight is, like, for instance, they kicked first and they followed up with a punch, and I always like to punch first and follow up with a kick. Right? And I mix it up. I right low kick, left hook. I love that as well, of course. But
usually you
distraction. With your hands, and then you go with the kick, right?
You throw punches and kick it right after, right?
Yeah.
Let's head down into the pit. We're going to find out who is the winner of your main event.
What I think, because of the takedowns, he did the more takedowns. I think for the rest it was on the feet. He dazed him, but also back. What do you think?
Yeah, stand-up was very back and forth. It's hard to judge, but with the takedowns, we can say that Antokhii had advantage.
Yep.
Well, the judges saw it going to the Moldovan in the red corner. He is currently pit side with Andrea Campo to get his thoughts on the bout.
Congratulations. Very focused and technical throughout all the rounds. What moment did you identify that you needed to make adjustments for the win?
Не было такого момента. Первый раунд знал, что мой. Второй отдал. На третьем уперся. Понял, надо забирать. И забрал. Финишинг.
There was no such a moment. The first round I understood that I was winning, and the second one I lost. And for the third round I realized that that's the time I have to do my best to win this fight, and that's what happened.
It was definitely very close, but what does it mean for you and your coach that you got this victory?
На данный момент еще раз смог доказать, что я являюсь одним из лучших в своей категории в этой компании. Поэтому для меня это было важно оставить свою, так сказать, непобедимость.
So just currently, I proved one more time that I'm one of the best in my weight division, and I'm one of the best in this karate combat company. That's what I wanted to show and what I'm worth.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Vasilii Antokhii moves to 4-0 here at Karate Combat. Mr. Black, how did you feel about that main event?
My friends, fighting is art, and art has texture. Sometimes it's smooth, like cream on chrome and shiny, and sometimes it's jagged and rugged and sharp and pointy, like that fight. Those two men found somebody just like themselves, somebody who doesn't believe in defense unless it is offense, and they will both remember that fight for a long time. Thank you for that art, gentlemen.
Yes, thank you, Robin. That was an exciting main event there. Both those guys leaving it out there. Let's take a look back at some of the moments from that fight. And Bas Lyoto, very astute awareness of the scoring from our winner, Vasilii Antokhii.
So we can say that the stand-up fight was very back and forth, but I believe that the takedown made a huge difference at the outcome.
Yeah, and also what you said, Josh, yeah, he recognized he won the first, he lost the second, and then he needed to step up for the third round. So I love that when the fighter is really aware of what he's doing in there. That means that he's there. Although I would have loved to see a few straight punches mixed in as well.
What an exciting main event to cap off another great night of Karate Combat here in the future. Before that, we had two good performances though, Uzakov and Thorpe, both victorious earlier on. Give us your closing thoughts on the night.
Yeah, I love Uzakov, I love Thorpe, both of them. I think we're going to hear a lot from both these guys. I think they might have a shot for the title in a few fights if they keep performing like this. So yeah, I was really impressed with both of them.
Yeah, and Lyoto, of course, we had two good performances from debut fighters, and then, we've got that guy moving to 4-0, undefeated in the main event.
So that's good. That's what Bas just said. So probably in near future, they're going to have a chance to fight for the belt.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
We've got one more week here in the future. I think got a bit of time to kill. You're going to go get that microchip in your head?
No, you're crazy, man. This is way too crazy technology. I don't want to do this. I'm ready to go back to my flip phone, actually. But, I still have the chip, and I have a drill. So, Lyoto, if you hold him down, I can actually put this chip in your head.
Whoa. For sure. Guys, join us next week, if I'm still alive, from myself, Josh Palmer, Bas Rutten, Lyoto Machida, Andrea Campo, and Robin Black. Pray for me, and we'll see you next time.